So, okay, so everybody, please, let's take a couple minutes to get organized. Bear with me. You have no context for the words about to come out of my mouth, just like a lot of things in teacher training, but have faith that this will come in handy. So, right? Jordan had to study in the changing room.
The first time I did the power class was in the changing room.
Take a quarter turn to the shower wall. Yeah. Mind the sink as you fold forward. Horse, don't hit your head on the sink. Yeah. Okay, so guys, page 195, you're looking at this. It says warm up sequence. So you know that this is going to be a 20-minute chunk coming up, huh? Right? So right away, please put a number 1 and a dot. So number 1 next to the word welcome. Okay? We're calling this section 1. Okay? Section 1. Okay? Now, turn the page. See where it says sun salutation A sequence? Right? Section 2. This is on page 196. It says, bless you, sun salutation A sequence. Please write section 2. Okay? Next, page 197. See how it says sun salutation B sequence? Write section 3. Okay? Let's turn the page. Now, page 198, it says warrior dance with twisted chair series. Please write section 4. Okay? Turn the page. On page 200, see how it says side angle series with side plank? Please write section 5. Okay? Turn the page. And now, see how it says flip dog series, aka wild thing? Okay, please write section 6. Right? Now, also, let's say, write /6B. So we'll have a section 6A and 6B. What that means is one of you will teach section 6A, which is the right side. One of you will teach section 6B, which is the left side. This is how I'm going to turn a 9-section class into 11 sections because we have 11 friends. So just bear with me. So flip dog series is called section 6, but we're going to break it into 6A and 6B. 6A is right side, 6B is left side. Oh, and please guys, a couple of things came up in class today when you were teaching. We initiated on the left side a couple of times, like for eagle and for balancing the kick. Remember, we're always going to initiate on the right side. And why? It's because it's the solar side, the masculine side. It's where we initiate. And the left side's the lunar, the feminine, so it's the reflective side. And not to worry. So here we go. 6A is right side, 6B is left side. Similarly, where it says peak sequence, write section 7. Don't you just feel like a dun 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 when you hear the section 7? I know everyone gets dun dun dun. So it's going to be 7A and 7B. Similarly, 7A is going to be your right side stuff. 7B is going to be your left side stuff. Okay? It'll make sense later. Because it's a bear. Like that is the kitchen sink section. So it needs broken into 2. You know? Right? Because section 3 person gets it easy. That's just son B. Section 7 person is like, I'm going to be here all day. Forward my mail. But we'll section it off into 7A and 7B, right and left, okay? So turn the page, and where it says tree and abs, let's make that say section 8, okay? And then on page 207, where it says finishing asanas, that's section 9. So we have 11 things, because 6 is A and B, 7 is A and B. But essentially, there's 9 sections of this class, okay? So have faith. Let's start from scratch. Page 208, where it says namaste, write 60-minute mark, okay? So see where it says always allow for 5 full minutes of silence in Shavasana with appropriate non-lyrical music? 5 minutes is in quotation marks because we want to end on time. So maybe put a star where the parentheses is. There says always allow. And then put a star next to the 60, because we're going to try to steer this to 60 minutes. Okay, so let's start from scratch. Please back all the way back up to page 195. Look at section 1, turn the page. Look at section 2, turn the page. Look at section 3, turn the page. And when you get to section 4, look at that, turn the page. Right here, where it says, page 200, side angle series with side plank, right, 20-minute mark. We are now crossing over into the challenging segment. Just like in Hatha. You guys did great with timing. Similarly, you will not say the word side angle pose till the 20-minute mark. You know that your class is going too fast if you start loading up side angle pose before the 20-minute mark. You want to end up on your twisted chair at the 20-minute mark. There's a side crow at the 20-minute mark because it's after the warm-up that we get into the fancy things. Does that make sense? Just like how in Hatha, we're not doing super challenging things until we're all warmed up. Same with power. We're not going to load up an arm balance or inversion till 20-minute mark. So please, section 5 is at what time? The 20-minute mark. Sweet. Okay, cool. Now let's cruise through. Because sections 6A and B, 7A and B, those are also in the 20 minutes. So it's right here at tree, because what time is tree at? 40. Yeah, the 40-minute mark. Tree is the crossover between standing and floor series, just like Hatha. So when we're done with tree, we go after the whole sequence and then finishing asanas. So that's your floor series. Your floor series is only comprised of sections 8 and 9. Okay? So the floor segment is after we get out of tree. Okay? So, exactly, right. So guys, on page 194, draw a big circle. Go back to page 194 and just draw a big circle. And let's make a peace sign. Okay? To remind yourself, 20 minutes warm up, 20-minute challenge, 20-minute floor. Okay? So let me know when you finish making a circle and making your peace sign for your 20 minutes. Right? You got it? Now, in the 20, make 4 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, and right there where you get to the 4, you write 20 minutes. Just like it's a clock. Right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now, in the challenging, make 3 little dealies, and then write sections 5, 6, 7, and then a 40. So, just like this: 5, 6, 7, and then a 40-minute. 5, 6, 7, and then a 40-minute. 5, 6, 7, and a 40-minute. Then slice your last bit into 8 and 9 for floor. 8 and 9. Yeah. Okay? So what does that tell you about the floor series? In that there's only 2 sections in it. Are we holding these poses longer? Yes. Because why? Yeah, because why? What do you love about power yoga where we're lingering in those stretchy poses? Or are we doing abs? Yep. You worked so hard to get ready to stretch safely. Don't you love it when we actually get to be in those poses for a period of time? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so thank you for this. All right, you're on camera. You guys are watching. You now have some context. We will now go line by line, and you will have a nice study guide here. So I'm going to just make sure I do it line by line. I'm not going to read it, but I want to make sure you guys don't rage like, dude, you forgot this. Okay. All right, so we are including, okay. All right, Jordan, are you ready? Do you feel good? Okay, great. It's now 2:21, and I'm starting my clock bracelet to tell me when it's going to be an hour, and I'm toggling over to the timing part, tells me when it's going to be an hour, so we're set. All right, welcome to class. My name is Danielle, and I'm so pleased to guide you through 60 minutes of power yoga today. Let's begin in a child's pose. Relax your forehead onto the mat. Relax your shoulders and let your knees separate wide. And right here, let go. This is time that you have set aside for yourself. So feel very good about dropping into your mat. Empty your lungs completely. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. H-A, ha. Seal your lips. Drag your breath in through your throat. Feel the constriction of the whisper muscles, creating the Ujjayi pranayama. Big inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Let's add some movement. Tiptoe your fingers over to the right side. And take your left hand, press it into the floor, and pull your left hip back. Roll your left shoulder down. Drive breath into the left side body. We're here for another round of breath. Change. Tiptoe your fingers over to your second side. Go all the way off the mat. This is to stretch your lats and to help open the side ribs. Pull your right hip back. Breathe. For more, press a little more into the heel of your right hand. Breathe into the side body. Change. Come into the center. Let's thread the needle. Inhale, raise your right arm high out to the side. Exhale, slide it under your left. Place your forehead on the mat. Some of you like to take a half bind here, so you may wish to choose that. And if you prefer, place the temple of your side head onto the mat. Both are best. Big breath here. Deep exhale. One more round of breath. Let it go. Change. Second side, come in the middle. Inhale, raise your left arm out. Exhale, slide the back of your arm. Place the forehead on the mat or the ear. Half bind. Some of you can reach for your thigh bone half bind. Wherever you are, lean a little heavier into your left arm. Find a round of breath. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Change. Tabletop. Arrange your hands under your shoulders. Draw your knees closer under your hips. Cats and cows. Inhale, lift your eyes and your hips. Exhale, hollow and round. Big breath in, cow spine. Lift your eyes and hips. And exhale, hollow. One more round. Big breath in. And a big breath out. All right, quadruped. Extend your right arm forward like a handshake and extend your left leg back. Now square off your hips, flare out your toes, take a deep breath, inhale, lift your limbs, exhale, touch your elbow to your knee, and a hold here. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold and hold. Inhale, lengthen out. Baby bow, bend your knee, capture your foot, and kick into your hand. Kick hard. You can look down or to the side wall. Kick hard. Last time. Change. All four. Second side. Quadruped. Lengthen your left hand forward. Extend your right leg back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Tuck and hold. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, fold and hold. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Baby bow, bend your knee, capture your foot. Hold the arch side as you are to kick for a nice safe expression for your knee and shoulder. For balance, you can look down, or for more challenge, look to your side wall. Kick, kick, kick. Change, come to all fours. Take a deep breath here. Plank, tuck your toes and lengthen your legs. Fire it up in this first phase of Dandasana, your first plank. Notice here the chance to spread out your fingers. Yeah. Push away the floor. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and hoist your hips. Down dog here. Relax through your neck and shoulders. And again, team, this is a good time to make sure your first finger is as parallel as you can and that you're pressing away the floor. Join your feet at the center of the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half scorpion. Bend your knee and roll open your hip. Check that your right shoulder is rolled down so that you have a nice, even set of shoulders. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands, drop your back knee down. Place your hands under your thigh. Big breath lifts you up. And the exhale drops you deeper. Big breath in lifts you up, and exhale drops you deeper. Let's add on. Lift your left arm high. As you exhale, reach over and add a bit of a side reach. Drop so you can open through the hip flexor. Reach high, find a breath. Change. Place your hand on the floor and let's add a twist. Put your hand on the knee and look behind your shoulder. And for more challenge, you may wish to tuck your toes, lift your kneecap first, and then bend your knee and grab your foot. Challenge yourself to remain still as you breathe in to lift your heart. As you exhale to twist, twist, twist. Change. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hoist your hips, and walk it out. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, half scorpion. Bend your knee and roll open your hip. And as high as you like to lift the left leg, also roll your left shoulder down. Inhale, three-legged dog, nice and straight. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Inhale to lift up your heart, and exhale to drop. Big breath. Inhale to lift, and exhale to drop. Inhale, raise your right arm high. And as you exhale, lean in. Again, this is a great place to drop deeper, to open the hip flexor. And a breath in lifts your heart, and a breath out reaches for more. Keep your palm turned down and your eyes forward. Let's twist. Put your hand on the floor. Guide your knee to the side. Take a look past your shoulder. And if you choose, again, tuck your toes, lift your knee, and then set your knee down. Bend your knee and capture your foot as able. Nice work. You can look down, forward, or up. Tuck your chin slightly to keep the back of your neck long. Change. Downward facing dog. Two hands find the floor. All right. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Drop your hips, lift your chest, chin, and eyes. Join your hands together. And then you may wish to set your intention for practice. Sun Salutation A, Section 2. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, touch the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Walk back to plank and pause here in the up phase of a push-up. Spread out your fingers, maybe spiral out your hands a little bit so first fingers are true north. Drop your knees, lower your belly, chin, and chest flat to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, plank to downward facing dog. Let's breathe together. Empty your lungs. Inhale here, H-A. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Drop your hips, lift your chest, chin, and eyes. Maybe add a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plank. Plank, come back and pause again here. Push away the floor, yes. Zipper up your legs, fire up your core. Modified chaturanga, lower your knees, come to 90-degree elbows and squeeze your elbows to your side. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe together, friends. Empty your lungs, big breath in, H-A. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Drop your hips, lift your chest, chin and eyes. Maybe add to your back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, plank. Plank posture, pause here. Again, check out your hands. Nice and flat. All right. Chaturanga, shift your work forward. Come into your low push-up. Squeeze your elbows beside you. It's okay to drop your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hoist your hips. Friends, let's breathe. Big inhale here. Open mouth, H-A. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Drop your hips, lift your chest, chin and eyes. Maybe add to your back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. High push-up to your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. Exhale, maybe extra push-up. I was getting greedy. Downward facing dog. All right, perfect. That was section 2. Moving on to section 3, sun salutation B. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, chair. Hips down and arms high. Utkatasana, relax through your shoulders. Spiral your thumbs to the back of the room. Spiral your pinkies in. Make your hands like they're in gloves. Really fire it up. Relax through your shoulders, shrugs. Good job. Take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, friends, choose the option that's right for you, or you can skip chaturanga. We'll meet you home at downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, warrior 1. Step your foot behind your right hand. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, root. Take your hands to your hips. Square your hips off. Make sure you have a nice wide stance to start. You can even walk your front foot a little to the side. Shoulder rinse. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold forward in half. Invite your right shoulder inside your right knee as able, and roll your left shoulder down more. Everyone, pull your right hip to the midline. Yes. Tuck your chin and look at your navel spine connection. We're here for a round of breath. Warrior 1, inhale, spark your fingers, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga. High push-up to low. Some of you lift your right leg, come in. Some of you chin stands. This is a great time for you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, warrior 1. Step your foot behind your left hand. Turn your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, root. Take your hands to your hips. Friends, this is a great way to square off your hips. And again, check your alignment. In this wider stance today, we'll keep your front knee a little bit right there over your heel. Shoulder rinse, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior, fold in half. Take your left shoulder to the interior of your left knee. And let's set your posture. Get a little bit deeper. Now pull your left hip to the midline. Yes. Pull your navel up into your spine and find a round of breath. Warrior 1, inhale, rise up. Exhale, chaturanga. High push up to low. Again, lift your left leg and maybe coming into your chin stands, friends. Inhale, upward facing dog. Excellent. Downward facing dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Chair, hips down, arms high. Utkatasana. Look into the mirror, and again, you can always go cactus arms if your shoulders would prefer, or hands at heart center if that's better for you. Take a look for your toes, pull your knees back, make sure you can seek them, seek your hips low. All right, inhale, raise your arms, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high push-up into your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's find a round of breath together. Big breath in, open mouth, HA. All right, section 4, friends. This is the warrior dance. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, warrior 1. This time, put your foot between your hands. Turn your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice. All right, spread out your arms. And for a deeper posture, send your back leg back. Get low. Team, look in the front mirror and notice, is your knee toward the pinky toe? Help it toward the pinky toe side. Spread your arms out, relax your shoulder shrugs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. And today, look at your back foot for a nice long neck. Some of you like to take a half bind. Place the back of your hand to the small of your back. Your thumb leads the way. And if you like, you can hold the thigh bone. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, chaturanga. High push-up into your expression of low push-up, friends. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, warrior 1. Step your foot between your hands. Turn your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice sweep. All right, let's get into it. Take a look forward and ask yourself, is my knee toward the big toe? If so, help it toward the pinky. And for a deeper posture, you could send your back leg back. Relax your shoulders. Spark your fingers. This is energy in your arms, like you just threw a spear. This is perfect. Nice, gorgeous. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior. And today, look at your back foot just to help your neck stay long. Again, half bind, great time. Everyone, deepen your lunge. Notice here, press into your front heel and soften your front toes. You might look at your back leg. Is it nice and straight? Looking great. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, chaturanga, high push-up into maybe your chin stands, low push-ups. Looking good, friends. And if you're skipping, we'll meet you home at downward facing dog. All right. One breath, one movement, section 4. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, warrior 1, step it through. Turn your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2, stretch out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take a huge breath here. Exhale, chaturanga. It's a high push-up into your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, warrior 1, step it through. Root, rise. Exhale, warrior 2, arrive. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Get a huge breath here. Exhale, chaturanga. The whole time down, we breathe out into your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe together, team. Inhale big here, open mouth, HA. All right, so section 5. No, inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Chair, hips down, arms high. Parivrita Utkatasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, look right, twist right. Hook your elbow outside your knee. Friends, sit your hips down, lower than your heart. Perfect. Open your arms. Now, this is a great place to stay or play. Side crow. Put 2 hands on the floor and lean in. Yes, nose up first, toes up next. Maybe kick your legs forward or scissor. Fallen angels. Maybe put your temple on the floor and kick your top leg high. That's new. Fallen angels. Friends, let's meet your friends in chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Yeah, survey says. Let's chill out, forward fold. Tuck your chin and soften your knees and hang out. All right, chair, hips down and arms high. Let's come into your second side. Bring your hands to heart center. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, look left and twist left. You can put your elbow between the knees or outside your left knee. Everyone, pull your right knee back to line up and sink your hips below your heart. Open your arms. Now here's the wind up. Feel the tension between the arm down low and your left thigh. Side crow, put 2 hands on the floor. Aim them shoulder width apart. Lean onto your upper arm bones. Yes, first the nose up, then the toes up. There's the side crow. Continuing on, fallen angels, you guys look great. Take your time. You have time. Your temple can find the floor and your top leg can kick up high. That's so chill. Woo! All right, we're coming back into chair. Let's meet our friends in chair. Everyone, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high push up into your low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, let's all breathe together. Inhale big, open mouth, HA. All right, it is the 20-minute mark, so now we're changing into the challenging segment. We don't typically take a water break here because people just got warmed up. They don't like to slow down after they did all this work to warm up, so we'll save it. Inhale, lift your right leg high, and you wouldn't say that out loud. Like, you guys, guess what? You can't have water here. Warrior one, step it through. Roots, inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two, stretch it out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. Looking good. So side angle pose, so many options. You could always rest your bottom elbow on your thigh. And let's take the extended version. Take your top arm to the front of the room. Turn your palm down so your shoulder's happy. Looking good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Let's revolve, friends. Take your top hand, place it on the floor. Sweep your second hand high. Now, you can come onto the ball of your foot here for this twisted expression. And if you have any pain in the wrist, please tent your fingertips. Come onto the tips of your fingers. Yes, this is a great place to deepen your lunge. Maybe take a half bind. Watch what a half bind does, friends. This is a great way to adjust the whole room. When people take a half bind, they stack up their whole shoulders there. Looking good. Come back to full expression, dragon pose. Put two hands on the floor, drop your back knee down, and widen your front stance. Friends, you can 2 o'clock your front foot. You can relax to an outer elbow, maybe 2 elbows, and there you go. It's a great place to hang out. Some of you like to bind here, so you might choose your right arm under. I'm just getting greedy because your practice is so different from last I saw you. I'm just like excited. I'm even getting messed up teaching because it's so exciting. Notice, friends, here the dragon posture is a time for some quiet. So turn up the Ujjayi Pranayama and send your breath where your body receives this posture. Dragon pose, straighten out your arms. Friends, listen carefully. Modified side plank. Notice how your right foot's in the front. Send it to the back of your mat. You can choose to stay in the modification. Please check with your hand, nice and spread flat, a little forward of your shoulder. And if you're going further, you might go for 2 straight legs. And some of you like to lift your top leg. Some of you like to take your first 2 fingers to your toes. Rainbow your hips, find a round of breath, plank, spy the mat, flip it back. Chaturanga, shift forward, come into your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe, friends. Inhale here, open mouth, HA. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, warrior one. Step your foot between your hands, turn your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, stretch out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, big, huge breath. Exhale, side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. Great options, friends. Again, you could always put your left elbow on left thigh. You could always extend your top arm, come in the front of the mirror, repeat what you did first side. Some of you like a half bind here, so take the back of your hand, small of your back, and yes, this helps you stack the shoulders. Looking good. Deepen your lunge, really press into your heel, keep your toes nice and soft. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. All right, let's revolve. Parivrita Parshva Konasana. Put your top hand down, sweep your second hand high. And yeah, folks can keep the warrior foot back there or they can come into their toe tips. So this is a great place to stay. You may wish to widen your stance. Check with your supporting hand. You could always take your fingertips to the mat to ease any tension in your wrist. Sometimes folks like that. If you took a half bind here, it's another good way to help stack up your shoulders. This is a beautiful twist, friends. Keep your chin a little tucked in so the back of your neck is long. All right, open your arms back up. Dragon, put your two hands on the floor. You may widen your stance. Drop your back knee. And again, you could 10 o'clock your front foot. Some of you like to come to knife edge, come to elbows. And again, sometimes people like to bind here. This is what we're holding space for. Look inside the pose. Deep Ujjayi Pranayama. All right, friends, listen carefully. Straighten up your arms, modified side plank. Now, before we move anything, everyone please look at your right hand and move it just a little bit forward to the shoulder and spiral out your fingers so your first finger is true north. Yeah, that way we're gonna put more of the pressure into the heel of the hand. Nice job. Now, modified side plank. Look at your left foot, get rid of it, send it to the back of the mat. Yes, a great place to stay. Modified is a good place to stay. If you're going further, you may wish to extend to straight legs. And some of you cross the ankles, and that's awesome. Rainbow your hips. And if you picked up your leg or toe, we have time for your second side. Everyone, find a round of breath. Plank, spy the mat, flip it back, chaturanga, shift it forward, come into your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe. Big inhale here, open mouth, HA. All right, moving to section 6. Friends, look at your toes touching at the midline of your mat. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half scorpion. Bend your knee, roll open your hip. All right, three-legged dog. Extend your legs straight. Take your right knee to your right elbow and pin it there. Hold or hook and fly. Ekapada Kundanyasana 2. Shift, press, push, and lift as able. Or you could always drop your back knee. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, hold, wild thing, kick it through. Sweep your top hand high. And again, if you're healing today, you could always put your right knee down. So friends have lots of options, good times. Wherever you are, take a huge round of breath. All right, change, spy the mat, flip it back, three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arrive. So crescent lunge, find a moment. Notice if your feet are nice and parallel, lined up with your hips. Back foot could make any corrections. Please press a lot into your front heel. Yeah, that's important. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, airplane, launch. Press, push, and lift. Sweep your arms behind you. You can look down, or if you like the mirror, body down, leg up as you guide your top leg higher as able. Continue to nose dive down, lift your leg high, standing splits. Two hands find the floor. And again, friends, if you're tired, you could always bend your aerial leg and capture your foot, or standing splits. Cup your calf, one hand, maybe two. Some of you are kicking up into handstand here. I'm coming round to spot. Everyone, kick, 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 change, forward fold, Uttanasana, 2 feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, crow. Put 2 hands on the mat, bend your elbows a lot, look a little forward of your mat, bend your elbows and help your knees into the armpits, the underarms. Yes, now nose up, toes up, find a round of breath. As able, take your time, friends. Chaturanga, shoot it back, land it low. Greedy. Inhale, upward facing dog, excellent. Downward facing dog. Team, let's breathe together. Empty your lungs completely, take a big breath in, open mouth, HA. Second side, look at your feet, join the big toes to touch on the midline. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Oh, exhale, bend your knee, roll up on your hip, flip your dog. I was like, why did I put her knee in the air? I was like, why did I put her knee in the air? Flip your dog. It's the name of the series. Flip dog series. Pretend we did this on the right side. And friends, if you're having trouble, sit down. So let's show what happens. So if any friends are struggling, we sit down and you bring your feet a little closer. Friends, look at your feet, make sure they're parallel, and there you go. Press, push, and lift. Find yourself in the mirror, looking good. Find a round of breath. Change, spy the mat, flip it back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hold, or Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, hook and fly. Yeah, press, push, lift, shift, change. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Wild thing, kick it through. Again, sweep your top hand high. And beautiful, friends, some of you lift your bottom leg. Some of you take a compass expression. If you're healing today, yeah, we can drop the knee. Rapturous back bend here. Take a huge breath. Change, spy the mat, flip it back. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it through. Root, rise up. Exhale, arrive. So good. This is so steady, friends. Look in the mirror and notice that your feet are parallel. They're not on the railroad track. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, airplane, launch. Shift your work. Bring your wings behind you. Flare out your toes, square off your hips as able. Swan is the expression as body goes down, leg goes up, and you can touch the floor, standing splits. Again, some of you are pressing up into handstand. I'm coming around a spot. Buddies in a standing splits. Capture your calf, or you can bring two hands to your heel. You can look at your knee or the mat. See what's better for you. Kick, kick, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Crow. Two hands find the floor. Spread out your palms, make that nice wide base. It's awesome. Bend your elbows a lot. Put your knees up into the armpits and lift your nose up. Shift your work forward. Lift your toes up. Lift your face way farther than you think you need. Use your heels of hands as the gas and brakes there. Chaturanga, shoot it back, land it low. Ooh. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Child's pose. Put your knees on the mat and release. Friends, connect first to your breath. And when you feel like it, it's a great time for a sip of water. We typically take a water break between section 6 and 7. And with your indulgence, perhaps we would do a second round of section 6 so that we get it right on tape. It was so funny. It was like, why did I ask her to bend her knee and roll open her hip?
Yeah, and then
I was like, oh well, moving on. And then I was like, oh wait. So yeah, I only wrote this class in 2011.
There's been a class where I skipped one side. Someone told me, and I was like, thank you.
Well, I'm just dazzled by the progress of your physical practice, Jordan. I'm serious, man. That's pretty chill. All right, so friends, imagine that we are just arriving at section 6. We'll call this 6A because we're on the right side. First job, bring your toes to touch on the midline. This is important when we flip the dog because then you have some runway. Everyone, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, roll up in your hip. Choose to stay or flip your dog. Foot finds the floor, all 10 toes, spin to the back, root your heels. This is beautiful. Make it about your legs. Lift your heart. Wave in the mirror. Spy the mat, flip it back. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Hold it. Stay or play, hook and fly. Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. Super cool. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Wild thing, kick it through. Sweep your top hand high, and some of you lift your extended leg. Is that you today? Flex your toes like you're kicking a soccer ball. If you like, looking good. Change, spy the mat, flip it back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it through. Root and rise up. Exhale, arrive. So friends, we've not seen crescent lunge yet in our class. This is a great time to remind you. Are you on a balance beam? You could always widen your stance so that your feet are parallel lines. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Dekasana, airplane pose. Sweep and fly. Spread your wings. And for today, maybe look in the mirror for more challenges. Your body goes down, your leg goes up. Standing splits. Find the floor. Looking good. Again, letter L pose is available here. So let's look at the therapeutic expression. Letter L is a straight leg with a flexed ankle, and that's a nice chill place to be. Standing splits. You may wish to capture your right calf with your right hand. Yeah, or that's a chill place too. If you're very tired, you could take a revolved sugar cane, which is what we're looking at here. Find a round of breath, and exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Bakasana, crow. You can put your hands on the mat, or looking good to find different ideas with your blocks team. It's all about you being up tall, and this is a great place to find inversions. That's a good little tool. Very fun. Very good. Looking good. Press, push, lift, and again, we shouted out Chaturanga, high push-up to low, and some friends take us up on it, but everyone knows that we could just meet at home at downward facing dog. And friends, empty your lungs. Big breath in here, everyone. HA. Second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, half scorpion. Bend your knee, roll up in your hip, or flip your dog. Foot finds the floor. All 10 toes spin to the back. Again, press your heels. This is about your legs. way more than your arms. Continue to breathe, press, lift, gorgeous. Change, spy the mat, flip it back. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hold. You could stay or play. Now, if you're getting tired, friends, you could put your right knee down, be therapeutic, or Ekapada, Kundanyasana too, looking great. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow, wild thing, kick it through. Or drop your knee. These are wonderful choices, friends. This is sometimes called fallen triangle or rock star. Beautiful back bend. Find a round of breath, change, spy the mat, flip it back, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it through, root. Rise and arrive. Crescent. Good. Bring your hands to heart. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, airplane launch. Spread your wings. Sweep them behind. Look at good. You may wish to look in the mirror as you swan. Expression to standing splits. Standing splits. Take your left hand, cup your calf. Maybe your right hand to your heel. And some friends, again, they are pressing up to handstand. Guys, I'm coming around a spot. And everybody, find a round of breath and change. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crow. Crow number 16 today. Last time crow. Looking good with the toe tips. See, we're buried down. Shut it up and shoot it back. I'm so greedy. I know, right? It's not. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog, child's pose. First, friends, find your breath. Find your breath. When your breathing is easy, you may wish to enjoy a sip of water. Cheers. This is a nice moment in class where you may wish to tell your team, hey guys, looking good. Right? Cheers. Raise your goblet of rock. All right. Section 7A and B coming up. This is the peak sequence of your class, but we wouldn't announce that. We don't want to add drama, like they're tired. So it'd be like, this is the hardest it's going to be. So you should be feeling really tired. So come in a child's pose, Balasana, big breath in, open mouth, HA. All right, so we don't linger too long because we don't want them to turn off their fire. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hoist your hips. And down dog. This is gorgeous. Take a breath here, HA. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it through. Root, rise up, and bring hands to heart. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, airplane launch. Press, push, and lift, sweep airplane wings behind you, half moon in space, revolve on your axis as able. Great place to take your hand to floor. I'm coming around with blocks. And everyone, pay attention to your top foot. Flex your toes to your nose and grow. This is wonderful. Now throw the block. You need no block. I just kidding. That was totally cool. Listen carefully. Warrior 2. We wouldn't say that, but that was fun. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Guys, stay here or play here. Binds and birds. Half bind, your top hand finds the small of your back, thumb leads away. Full binds, hold your own hand. Everyone, look at your front foot and invite your back foot beside it. Bird of paradise, stand tall. Expand through your heart space. And as able, kick with your eyes on the horizon. Perfect. Woo. Change. Birds meet friends and bind. Nice. Working on your standing split. All right, come on up. Warrior 2. High triangle. Straighten your leg, parallel your feet, palms to meet. Inhale, big. Exhale, forward fold. Widen your arms and come into your Prasarita Padottanasana. All right, this is a great place to relax or tripod headstands. Bring your hands in line with your feet. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. And there we go. As able, press, push, and lift. Continue to bring your elbows toward each other. Perfect. Continue to energize your inner thigh line and spread your toes out. This is the way. Yes. Change. Point your toes. Lower with control. Yes. Good. Hands to hips. Come on up. Nice flat back. Horse stance. Turn out your toes. And this is good. This is a power stance, like you're going to do some squats. So feel great in your normal set of feet and your normal set of spine. Notice how it's not a ballet plie. We're not in bar class, whatever happens there. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up. Identify your left arm and eagle it under your right arm. Cross at your elbows, wrap at your wrists. Pause. Look at good. Crescent lunge legs. Please eagle your, crescent lunge to the front of this room and pause. So crescent lunge legs, let's get organized. Widen your stance as you need. Eagle your legs. Bring your back leg high, up, over, maybe wrapped. Sleeping eagle. Inhale, lift your elbows high. Exhale, touch your elbow to your knee. This is a great place to stay, or soaring eagle, and thread your top leg. Square off your hips, flare out your toes. Beautiful. Soaring eagles, take your time. Meet eagle posture. Eagles, squeeze, lean back. Change. Inhale, circle sweep your arms, take a huge breath in. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High push-up into your low push-up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 7B, second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step it through. Root and rise up. Crescent lunge. Notice your back heel crescents. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, airplane. Now, airplane. Take your time. Look at one spot on the floor. Half moon in space. Extend out your arms. Flex your top toes to your nose and reach your top arm like someone up there likes you, and they're pulling. Yes. Listen carefully. Warrior 2. Land it soft. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Choose to stay or play, binds and birds. Top hand finds the small of your back. Thumb leads the way. Reach under for your full bind as able. Look at your front foot. Come to the back foot toe tips and stand up. Lift your heart. Lift your nose. As able, kick, tap, toes, tap, toe. Birds, come back, meet, bind. Come on out. Warrior 2. High triangle. I have no idea what's going on. But we're looking good. All right, now everyone listen carefully. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward deeply. This is a great place to stay, or we could take a twist. Identify your right hand, take it to your left heel. Sweep your top hand to a half bind. Now everyone soften, yes, your back knee to help level out your hips. Find a round of breath. Change. Second side. Take your left hand outside your right heel. Half bind as able. Pay attention to your back leg. You always want to soften your knee there. Bend your bottom elbow a lot. Friends, this is a wonderful posture that's doing so many good things. Helping with your spine. Helping with your organs. Listen carefully. Change. Touch the floor. Put your hands to your hips. Rise up. Nice flat spine. High triangle, just for kicks. High triangle. All right, listen carefully. Warrior 2, send your left foot toes to the back of the room. Crescent lunge. Let's lift your back heel and raise your arms. Chair. Step 2 feet to meet, hands to heart center. Transfer your work onto your right leg. Send your left leg back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, warrior 2. High triangle. Touch your palms. Okay, now we're on the right side. So in real life, these things happen, and your goal is just to find an elegant way to get where you're meant to be. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Hey, we got time for another tripod headstand. If you're working on that, friends, again, double check that your hands come in the same line as your feet. Bend your elbows a lot. Tuck your chin. That's good. Yeah, it's real important to notice what your elbows can do for you here. Pulling your elbows toward each other to set your foundation. Yes. Make it about the inner thigh line, and now make it about the pinky toes. See what happens when that's true. See, guys? It's just got everything, just punctuation mark. Friends in inversions, come down with control. Yes. All right, hands to hips. Come on up, horse stance. Turn out your toes and sit nice and deep. And again, notice there's nothing artificial happening here. We're not trying to tuck under the hips. We're not trying to turn out into ballet plie. This is just a power stance. All right, eagle your arms. Inhale, circle sweep your arms, touch your palms. Identify your right arm and sweep it under your left. Cross at your elbows, twist at your wrist. Crescent lunge to the front of this room. Looking good. Crescent lunge, set your posture. Eagle your legs. Bring your back leg high, up, over, maybe wrapped. Sink the hips. Lean it back. Sleeping eagle. Inhale, lift your elbows high. Exhale, touch your elbows to your knees. Pull your tummy in tight. Breathe across your upper back. Soaring eagle, unwrap your top leg. Send it behind you. Square off your hips, flare out your toes. Soaring eagle, meet eagle friends. Cross, wrap, twist as able, squeeze. Change. Inhale, circle sweep, touch your palms. Exhale, fold forward. Malasana, separate your feet to your mat width apart and sink your hips down. Place your hands at your heart center. Let's breathe here. In Malasana, this is a nice place to send your elbows into your inner thighs and to hug your knees into your elbows. Lift up your heart. We can add on. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms down. Now send your inner palms to the mirror. Bring your arms up as you like, and this is an option to stay or bring your hands forward, touch the floor, and here we go. So the idea of right now in Malasana is we're burning up time before our abstract, so we could play with binds and birds here if this is something that looks good to your whole class. Your whole class has been doing this all day. So let's identify your right arm, put the back arm, take a half bind, back of your hand, small your back, full bind, reach under, hold on to your hands. Again, guys, this is a place to stay. You could be in a twisted Malasana or straighten your legs, come upside down and be upside down. Please invite your left foot underneath your face. And when your nose is right over your toes, bound to standing splits, lift your back leg as able. Press, push, kick. Ooh, change. That was awesome. These things happen.
I was like, that's the first time I've ever done
I know, and good job. All right. Malasana, let's regroup. Friends, we'll meet you back here. And this is a place you could shift back and forth. Get a nice little loosening up of inner thigh. All right, second side, half bind. Inhale, raise your left hand high. Place the back of your hand to the small of your back. And again, lean a lot into the right side, and you could take the outside bind today. So rather than taking the inside like we did first side, or the outside, both are best. We could goof around here. And the idea would be to walk your left foot under the midline. So that's the only problem because now you're loading up your knee. But there we go. Now straighten your legs first. First get straight. And some people stay here. It is just a bound forward fold. Going further, walk your right foot toes underneath your nose. Now everyone, here's the secret. Look at the floor. Way more forward than you think you need. Like lift your chin so you can see right about where your water bottle is. Then transfer your work. Press. Push, lift, shift. Yay, nice. Awesome. Come back to the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All right, Malasana, sink the hips back to walk your feet to mat width. Sink your hips back down. Now this time, friends, take your right hand, sit back behind you, and have a seat. Yeah, this is just an elegant transition to the floor. Navasana, bring your knees to your chest. Boat pose, let's hold here. Keep your chest up, your shoulders back, and you may wish to lift one foot, maybe two. Take a deep breath, exhale, lower down. Long limbs here, keep your chest lifted. Inhale, lift back up, hold your knees. Exhale, long limbs, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Perfect. Last time, exhale, lower down, hold your low boat, keep breathing. Bring your hands to your heart. Find a run of breath. Touch your right elbow down and left elbow down. Last time left, last time right, come back up. All right, set your feet down, bring your arms up wide and slowly lower all the way to your back. All right, friends, bring your fingers behind your ears, basic crunches for your abdominals. Big breath here, exhale, crunch. Now, friends, keep your chin up, yes. Two-piece fingers behind your ears. Keep your belly button flat down. Let's hear the breath, team. 10. Nice. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Time. Hug your knees to your chest. Great place for sacrum circles. You can find your small of your back getting a nice release. All right, let's cross your ankles. And let's rock up with the ankles crossed. And some of you like to go to chaturanga from here. So we'll meet you in your downward facing dog, or take a third pass, touch the floor and shoot your legs back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, open mouth HA. All right, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Place your right knee behind your right hand. Inhale, lift your chest. Everyone, please take your left hand to your left hip and roll it down. This is a great place to stay. Inhale, lift up your heart, and exhale, fold forward for something deeper. Good work, friends. Pillow your hands or your arms and come back to Ujjayi Pranayama. So this is section 8. We skipped tree because the music was bumping, but the idea is we didn't disrupt the flow, we kept it moving. So this is going to be fun about power. Sometimes you kind of got to work it on the fly, so you'll learn different sequencing options to get where you need to be. We have her in half pigeon now, and some people will stay in half pigeon. Some of you would like to build onto your king pigeon. If that's true, lift up your upper torso. First step, identify your right hand and place it in the middle of your mat. The right hand, yeah. Now tree root your fingers so that you're nice and safe. Bend your back leg, capture your back foot. Now some people stay here and they get a quad stretch. It's safer if you grab the knife edge of your foot, of course, and bend your elbow to help pull your heel towards you. If you're going into king pigeon, then yes, put your big toe in your elbow crease as able. Friends, look in the front mirror and practice kicking into your arm to help vault and lift you. This helps you and propels you. Pat yourself on the back or join your palms. You can look down, forward, or up. And those of you looking for more steadiness, you will look at your back knee, but goodness sakes, looking up, what a big deal this is. Continue to pull your inner thighs together. Continue to find your breath. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hoist your hips, and shake it out. Walk it out, right and left and right and left. Second side, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to your left wrist. Inhale, puff up your chest, just like pigeon, and exhale, fold forward. Everything is great. You can see no part of your right leg in the mirror. And some people stay up tall in their arms. Some people relax. Direct your breathing where you need it, right where your body receives the posture. Nice and steady, nice and slow. We're here, another round of breath. Change. If you're going into king pigeon, again, please identify your left hand, put it in the middle and a little forward of the body so you're super safe. And then please bend your back leg. And yes, some friends just hold the knife edge and that's a quad stretch. Going further, put your big toe into your elbow gap And use your toes to kind of peel back and create a little handle there. Kick a lot into your arm, and then as able, continue to feel the press, the push, and the lift. And when that's true, pat yourself on the back, and then maybe join your fingers. Again, for more steady, we will look at back knee. And as ever, continuing the breath and the fun. We're here one more round. Change. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hoist your hips, and let's walk it out, shake it out. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees low. Walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Upward salute. Drop your hips, lift your chest, chin, and eyes. Hands to heart center. Let's pick up the tree we missed in section 8. Shift your work and pick your right foot up. Place it to your inner left thigh or above the knee. Hands at heart center as able. Big breath lifts your heart. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Trees, let's grow. Branch out. Beautiful. Some of you take this to a back bend. You may wish to lift your heart, cactus your arms. This is awesome, trees. Breathe. Change. Hands to heart center. Release. Second side. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Join your hands, heart center. Let's assemble. Shift your work and place your left foot to inner thigh, above or below your knee. A hand to heart, maybe two. Grow your branches and expand. Lotus fingers, what a great mudra. And for more challenge, you may wish to look up, taking back bend expression. Lift, press, push. Perfect. Change. Trees, bring hands to heart. Release your foot. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms out. Exhale, chair. Have a seat from here, chair. Let's lower to a very low chair. Let's lower to a boat chair. We're sitting down and kick your legs straight up. Beautiful. Find a round of breath. Change. Slowly lower to the mat. Let's set you up for bridge posture. Bend your knees. Put your feet flat on the floor. Now, some of us can reach for the heels to determine our length, our width. But gosh, if you're super tall, that might not work. Lift your hips. See? Her feet are exactly under her knees. And so touching the heels for this friend was not a smart idea. That would have really jacked up her knees. Please energize your inner thigh line, drawing your knees toward each other. That's perfect. Now the key here is to keep your chin locked. We learned that this morning in our power yoga class. This is important for moving lymph around the body. Very good for immune system. We're here for a round of breath. Change. Tuck your chin, lower your hips, recline butterfly. Feet together, knees apart, hands on tummy and heart. So deep into section 9 now. These are the finishing asanas. So in whatever combination we're able to shuffle our tree and our hips and our abs. There's a lot of different things that go into that. But in this moment, we've got her right where we need her to finish her class, the finishing asanas. We always do 3 sets of these deep back bends. But friends, if you were challenged here, stay here. Going into bridge or wheel, let's set you up bridge. Put your feet hip distance apart, lift up your hips. Bridge posture, this is a great place to stay. If you're going to wheel, place your hands underneath your shoulders and spread your fingers out. Spread your pinkies away from your thumbs. Draw your elbows toward each other. Take a deep breath here, exhale, and press, push, lift. There's your wheel, looking good. Wheel posture, have fun. If you're working into a one-legged, we'll bring your feet together and kick up the Ekapada expression. Going for your second side, join your feet and kick up second side. And 2 feet find the mat, change. Tuck your chin, draw your elbows in, recline butterfly. Hand on the belly, hand on the heart. Notice your breathing. Notice the relaxation. This is a great place to stay, or if you'd like to do your 3rd big back bend, we're coming around to spot. Some of you are still working on your wheel. Let's pretend that's you. This is great. Your teacher can come behind you and you can hold on to ankles. When that's true, you use your thumbs, you grip on the ankles, take a deep breath, exhale, and you kick. And then teacher holds the shoulders. So sometimes if people are sensitive in their wrists, this is a great way to help them get into wheel. And now for more, you might straighten your legs on this set and work them toward. That's so great. Find a round of breath. Change. Tuck your chin, draw your elbows toward each other. And then you always stay tuned for a high five there. All right, feet together, knees apart. Place your other hand on your belly, other hand on your heart. Friends, join your knees closed. Bring your knees to chest. Happy baby. You can separate your feet and pull them down. You might rock side to side. You might kick your feet into your hands. Crazy baby, extend one leg and the opposite. Now, happy baby, you may wish to stay here. Some of you like to go into plow. Everyone, bring your knees together first. Kick your legs straight up. Sit upon your hands, palms turned down. If you're staying in happy baby or here, legs up the wall pose, this is a place to breathe. Plow. Kick your feet behind you. Support your low back first. Then everyone, please invite your elbows closer together and keep working your toes to the floor as able. Your goal is a straight spine and only to look at your legs. If you're off your neck, shoulder stand. Kick up a leg, a second leg. And everyone in Sharvangasana, please thrust your feet closer to the front of the room than you think you need. Spread out your toes. Different leg expressions abound. Some of you can do your eagle legs, scissor legs. Some of you are working on an inverted Padmasana lotus posture. Live the dream. Second side. See, Subra, it's a real magic trick that you were just like, look what I figured out I could just do. All right, this is perfect. Deaf man pose, Karnapidasana. Put your knees to your ears. You got lots of choices. You could support your back. You could hold the backs of your knees. Or you could take your unicorn expression, place your knee caps on your closed eyes, pointy toes to the back wall. Everyone, breathe. Change. Happy baby, lower your back slowly to the floor and squeeze your knees closed. So now happy baby, yeah, because some people skipped the plow, shoulder stand, deaf man. Kick it back and forward. Right. Supine twist. Bring your knees to your chest together. Keep your knees tight. Release just your left leg here. Take a deep breath on your exhale. Enjoy your twist. Drop your knee toward your prop wall. With your closed eyes turning to your outstretched hand. Remember, friends, endeavor only your right shoulder flat. Let your top knee drop as natural as the body will allow, without force. Find a round of breath. Change. Bring your knees back to your chest. Sacrum circles. This is a good place to push your knees away as you breathe in. Pull your knees back out as you breathe out. Just notice where your back receives this. Hug your knees. Second side, supine twist. Release just your right leg. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, supine twist. Guide your knee to the door side. And of course, you could always cactus your free arms, especially if we have lots of friends around us. And whatever helps you keep your left shoulder flat. Remember, only let gravity and time drop your aerial knee. Breathe. Every time you inhale, this opens your chest, your heart. Every time you exhale, we can press your left shoulder down more. Change. Bring both your knees to your chest. And this is a time to take care of your body, friends, so that you can wind up in your final Shavasana posture. So you may wish to do any poses that we didn't get to today. And we'll find you relaxed into your posture, Shavasana, arms and legs nice and long. Bring awareness to the pace of breathing. Let go of any restraint. Feel the floor rise up to support. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let's roll your fetal position onto your right side, imagining that so much time has elapsed. That's important. With your right arm as a pillow for your head. Fetal position, press yourself up to an easy, comfortable seat, one of choice, either on your knees or crossed legs. On an inhale, extend your arms all the way out, join your palms. And on your exhale, bring your hands past your crown, past your third eye, your lips, to your heart. Thank yourself for taking great care of yourself. And the people who love you are so glad that you do. The people who love you are so glad you practice yoga. I count myself among those people. So thank you for the chance to guide your practice and to share the fun and organic and a totally imperfect wabi-sabi world of power yoga. Namaste, Jordan. Let's give her a big hand.